Today we are playing Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese's 2, unofficial. So in my luck's fashion, the game audio was louder than me, and I had already done like multiple takes on this game, and I'm not gonna do it a third time, so let me just explain in post-production what happened. So almost like 2 years ago now, I got a random DM on Games World of all places by a guy named Chris, who also helped out with this game. He's like a beta tester, telling me that people on this team were interested in some things that I made as like mock-up stuff and what I remember from the original Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese 2 trailer. Before that, and the game page, aside from some teasers here and there, are just now lost of time. And then he showed me some stuff from this game's page, and I was like, oh, this is cool, and I decided, yeah, I'll be a part of this. So he got that guy's permission, I became part of the team, I worked on some graphics and some feedback, yada yada, the rest is history. So now we're here, and I'm not saying like I carried this game. I only made like a few screens and edited some stuff. Everyone else who also helped work on this are pretty cool, so you should support this game, because I like when people do reimaginings like this. Like, hey, what if this game released? But let's just put in our own ideas. Alright, here we are.
Hey, welcome to your new job. You don't know how desperate we were for a new night guard. Nobody wanted to apply for a job at a warehouse.
Shut it. Because I've played this beta tons of times, so I know how to play. So I did this, and I edited camera 6B. Originally it was just another stock image, but I wanted to make this look more like if it was like an actual like storage place that Charles Entertainment Cheese's company used to put all their stuff they have archived because their place is going under. This game will be peak. Trust me. But anyways, so how this game works is actually pretty interesting. So we have 4 outside cameras that have tank stability, and we have an overheat lamp and interrupt signal feature. If someone were to come in here, speak with the devil, you do this, because if he stays there for too long, your plane stability will go to 0 and he will be inside the building. I'm not really good at commentary, it's been so long, so I'm sorry. And then you got Can you shut up? Anyways, we have Phantom 1977 Chucky. Yes, there are phantoms in this game, because presumably this would have been the FNAF 3 of the original game duology, if this game came out. You use the lamp on the guy in the back, and you use the signal for this guy appearing on the screen. You can use the lamp on him, on this guy, and the signal on the other, but I prefer to do their actual mechanics. That's pretty much it for night 1. It's kind of boring, but I do like the tower defense kind of gameplay that this has. And I feel like they use it to its full potential here. Even if there's like no shop or anything, like an actual tower defense game. Which, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Do you want this to be something it's not supposed to be? Which we'll get to more of that later. Because this game did have a lot of development hell. There were like a bunch of scrapped ideas that were making the project way too serious than it needed to be. Because just look at the quality. It really would not have matched. Surprised he hasn't gone to camera 4A. It doesn't matter. It's 6 AM. You gotta lift that plot armor. Here is our FNAF 4 at home. We gotta find Munch Jr., 5 times and we'll skip 2 hours. I've only been able to get 1 out of 5. Because I got really lucky. And I'm not wearing any headphones. So headphones recommended, I guess. And now this is what I was going to talk about. So we had 2 ideas for what should happen in between nights. And the first idea was like cutscenes with the shadow guy you see at the end of the first game, the first original game. And he was just going to talk to you and it's going to be really dramatic and stupid. I read the dialogue. It was way too serious and way too it was just too much. An idea was going to be like mini games, which I presume is just going to be you play as Chuck or something and you see like whoever the purple guy is at this game, like. But yeah, I like this a lot more. It fits with the style. JCCO, if I'm even saying that right, and I'm 100% saying that wrong, did a really good job with these. They turned out great. Let's just get it done tonight too, because it's already 11 minutes in with raw footage.
Hey, you're still in one piece.
Time to talk about my favorite mechanic, and I wish it was explored more. The EMF reader! So, you have an EMF reader, and if you're like me and you used to watch a lot of ghost hunting videos in elementary and middle school, I think you know what this is going to be used for, especially considering the FNAF 3 theme it's kind of going for. You click on these hallways, and then you heard that noise that you heard originally, the hallway. I am bad at explaining things, oh my gosh. What a beautiful animation. Anyways, it's a really cool mechanic, and I wish it was used to its full potential, because maybe there was like an instance where the phantom, there's like another phantom in the hallways, you have to keep it on and hold it and see if it flashes from red to yellow. I think that would have been a cool mechanic. And I don't know, I just want this EMF. Like, I like the ghost hunting aspect, too. This game has a lot of cool ideas, and I'm very jealous of it. It's very weird to say, because again, it's Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese's. The Five Nights at Chuck E. Cheese's, the original, had a neat little twist with, like, the gate. So, you know, it's not too out of pocket that this game has interesting ideas and twists to the FNAF 3 formula. I guess. I guess the camera. You know what? I'm gonna show what happens when he breaks in. So he breaks in, and you think you're screwed, when actually you're not. If you're lucky and your thing goes up all the way or is still at 100, you can still be able to get him in one of the hallways. And I think you can still use the EMF to detect him too, because after all, there is like another spirit inside of Proto Chucky, isn't it? Oh. Take that. Like, yeah, even if Proto Chucky gets inside, you still have that extra cushion, which I really like. I really do like that. You might say that the game is too easy because of it, but as we continue, if I even continue and I don't go away for 50 years, you will see that that is a good thing. Hello! How you doing? I know Sackhead had big problems with you not being like an actual like secret for a bit, because when the game first released, people were getting him. Sackhead was having issues with the Shadow Bear, I don't even know his name, because he's supposed to be an Easter egg. But everyone like me was getting him like 30 to a minute in video gameplay, which for an Easter egg kinda shouldn't be happening. So that's a funny story, I guess. Sackhead hates Shadow Bear, I guess. Will I actually get it? And the answer is no. I'm gonna actually let this guy talk, because I kind of feel bad for not letting Dreon speak, because he is actually a pretty good phone guy.
Yeah, sorry for yesterday. I didn't want to freak you out more than I probably already have by now. Sadly, I have to break the news that we had to implement an alarm system into the building. I managed to convince the staff that it'd be another way to scare off robbers and such, but actually for another thing. You love dogs, right? Because I'm afraid they found you ghost haunting the place yesterday when you were gone, and he scared the crap out of me. Use the alarms whenever you see it in the camp, so trust me, it's hard to miss once you spot the thing. But I wouldn't recommend you slacking off unless you want to make your underwear sloppy and wet. I know. Pretty vulgar. Once again, talking from experience. Awkward. Okay, bye-bye, good night.
See why this Easter egg is a bit of a problem for yeah, there's just not really a lot to talk about once you've already said everything you wanted to say. Phantom Jasper's mechanic is not really that interesting. It's just the Balloon Boy thing. He's been done to death in a lot of other fan games. I guess the only interesting thing is he was supposed to be in the office. I think there's like an animation for him too. I don't know what his mechanic would have been. But I'm kinda glad he's a camera character. Okay. At least I'm getting my World of Jump Scares farm in. But I'm kinda glad that he's like a camera character. I don't feel like... Because we have a reason to look in the office before he's a thing. So I'm not really complaining that much about his... like... his involvement. And it gives all the cameras a use. I don't even know why I'm so stressed out. Like, again, it's fun, it's a Chuck E. Cheese, and I've already applied the mechanics so fair. Where? You can suck my left nut, yeah. I guess. Thank God for plot armor. Well, that's gonna be it for this episode. Or just a regular video. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a series or not, because I'm usually bad at finishing series I start. But it's cool to be back, I guess. And thank you guys for watching. Please like the video and subscribe. Well, my commentary battery is kind of drained, so I'm gonna probably drink some water, go on a bike ride, I guess. Who knows?